Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Ole Miss Rebels taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So Ole Miss offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
The option look. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle, and Stewart. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, give on the inside. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. It's a reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
And the Rebels decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. So Kentucky's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Kentucky now operating in the red zone. Wide out in motion. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Wildcats trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Pressure coming. Got it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards, 3rd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Kentucky!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Wildcats. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, the best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Ole once he got loose, it was all over.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Rutgers proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Scarlet Knights team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Lexington. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
The Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is
He's got it down the left side. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Kentucky! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Chris, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Gets it out fast. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. First down for this offense. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hauls it in. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The RPO, it's complete.
And that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
He makes the connection. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! They push out this lead in the 4th quarter, and it might be enough to give them that elusive 2nd win of the season.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Bringing it out. And the returner will be brought down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Nah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
They're trying to get to him. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Brings it in down the left side. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Wants to throw on 1st down. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Gets rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to the air one more time. Pocket starts to collapse. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking to pass. And it's picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports.